Hi, I'm Dr. Joan Friedman. Welcome back to Twin Tuesday. I was reading an article in the New York Times about estrangement because apparently I don't have TikTok or look at TikTok, but apparently there's a lot of talk on TikTok about being estranged from your family or from anyone. And I guess there's a prevalent sort of philosophy that, estrangement can be really positive and really good in many cases, which I imagine is true for some, but without having the capacity to understand what the estrangement's about, it feels sort of shallow to just automatically decide that's what the remedy should be. And I was thinking that, from my understanding, estrangement comes when people are unable to hear another person's perspective. And this is why with twins who really, really struggle with that estrangement can be a very much a potential threat to twinship because the twins have never been able to develop an individual separate sense of self in order to sit back and listen to what someone else might be saying or feeling without becoming angry or defensive. So it was interesting to me that the article didn't mention anything about twins, and I would imagine that twins have a heightened possibility of being estranged simply because they have never been capable or ever given the opportunity to learn and to practice what it feels like to be ambivalent. Because ambivalence is when you feel that you are an individual person. And so many twins suffer with this idea of identity formation, of growing up and feeling like half of a whole, or, they can't really imagine, being without the other. And they don't even think about themselves as being a whole person because they've never had the chance to develop who they are away from their twin. So I think that estrangement and ambivalence really go hand in hand. And for me, I think it's very threatening for twins when they become estranged. That often the reason is because they haven't been able to develop and individuate into adults that can think for themselves and be able to communicate what they feel. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.